Hello and welcome to another video. I'm super excited for this video. As you can tell, it's a very big video because I'm going to be picking my spring TBR and going to go book shopping and going to give you guys a book haul. Now the book shopping and book haul will be on a different day. So I'm filming this beginning part on a different day than I'll be book shopping and book hauling. So if I'm wearing something different, that's why. But I decided, so I have this jar of beads. Originally this was for a book buying challenge, which I ended up realizing I haven't been buying a lot of books anyways, so didn't feel like I needed to do the challenge anymore, so I just filled this up with all the beads I had. And basically, I'm going to be picking a bead, and each bead signifies a genre. And it's going to be picking my spring TBR. So my spring TBR are the books that I want to read in the season of spring. Instead of doing monthly TBRs, I decided to do like season TBRs. I just like it better. So if you can't see the list, red is fantasy, orange is sci-fi, yellow is dystopian, green is mystery, blue is historical fiction / Christian fiction, because those kind of go hand in hand for me. Purple is picker's choice, so my choice, I get to pick. Pink is romance, duh. And then I also did this for like a future video, so black would be a book off of my season TBR, so if I pick black, that just means pick again for this video. And then white is a literary fiction or just a fiction book. So that's what these are. This is my little cheat sheet. So black, if I pick a black, we're just gonna pick again because that's for a different video that I'll be doing with these beads at a later date. So let's see, I want at least 5, I can reach my hand in here, right? Yeah. I want at least, I'm trying to mix them up, 5 books on my season TBR for the months of March, April, and May, because that's the summer season. So I'm gonna mix it, and grab a bead. Green. Mystery. Okay. We're gonna put that up here. Green. All right, well I have, this is a book that I've bought, so it'll be in the book haul for later, because this is like a collection of books I bought over the past couple months. But there's also another book. Okay, I have 2 options here. My mystery section's down here. Again, I'm going to be reorganizing my bookshelf when I get the rest of my new books, when I go and buy more new books. So we have A Rip Through Time, which I got for Christmas. Which this is a mystery, like, hold up, sorry. Homicide detective Mallory acting. Oh, whoa. It's like a time trap. What in the world? So, sorry, it's a mystery romance fantasy. I was like, there's a fantasy aspect to it where basically a girl time travels and has to solve a murder mystery or something along those lines. Yeah. So this is an option. This isn't a book I bought recently. The book I bought recently that is also an option is The Grandest Games. So I don't know which one. Honestly, I really don't know which one I want to do. But this was given to me by my aunt, and I'd love to talk to her about it, so I think I'm going to do A Rip Through Time as book number 1. All right. Now, book number 2. Red. Yes. That means fantasy. That means fantasy. Yes, let's go. Okay. Woo. Oops. And I just knocked over a stack of books. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have so many options. Honestly, I do. I have a lot of options. This is a lot. This is exciting. I think I'm gonna go with Red Rising, or not Red Rising. That's what. Hold up. Sorry. Ruin and Rising, which is the third and final book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy by Leah Bardugo, because if you've been on the channel for a minute, you know I've done a series challenge where there's 2 videos up of that. If you want to go check them out, they're in a playlist on my channel. And basically for my series challenge, I changed up the rules a little bit, which I'll definitely talk about more in detail when I do another series challenge video. But basically, I need to finish this so then I can read The Six of Crows if I ever get that on a series challenge. So I think, I have so many, like Ruin and Rising. Honestly, I do want to finish Harry Potter, but I don't know if I need to put that on my monthly TBR. I don't know if that's going to be a priority book, because I feel like I need to make this a priority or else I'm probably not going to read it for a while. Because the thing about TBRs are kind of like, okay, these are the books I'm gunning to read, and I feel like need to be put on priority. So I think, ironically, I picked red, and the book's also red. That's funny. Did not realize I did that. So yeah, I think we're going to go with Ruin and Rising for the fantasy. That's 2. Honestly, this is really fun. I may do more than 5 books. Who knows? Okay, book number 3. Blue. What's blue? Historical or Christian? Okay. Alright, so normally most of my, I can see one right now. So historical or Christian. A lot of those are I can see a couple, but I think I'm going to go with, this is the one that's like the only standalone I have. The rest of them are in series. Or like one I haven't read yet. Not that I can't put rereads on here, I can. But I was like, oh, you know what? Before the King by Heather Kaufman. This is a story about Joanna from the Bible. Basically, she married into a wealthy family, and there's an arranged marriage, and then she meets Jesus, and it's basically about the story of Joanna, just written as a book. I'm sure some creative liberties were taken as well, but why am I picking all red books? But I think this book's been sitting on my shelf for a while. I bought it like a while ago, and yeah, this is biblical Christian, so I think I'll put this on the list. Yeah, did not realize I'm grabbing only red books. That is really funny. Okay, so 2 more, maybe 3 more. Honestly, this is really fun. I may make it 6. Because I also feel like these books aren't like crazy long. As Ruin and Rising is kind of long. But, alright. White. Literary fiction. I actually don't think I own any of those right now. The reason why I put literary fiction on here was after I went to the bookstore to buy some literary fiction or fiction books, which I don't own any of those currently, so we will be repicking. Black and white. Repicking for black and white, because I don't have any literary fiction. Red again. Okay. Another fantasy. Sick. This is where I'm tempted to put Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows on here. Or should I put The Ship of the Dead? Because this book has been on my TBR for almost 2 years now. Since end of 2024 is when I read the first 2 books were in 2024. Or the first one. I think it was just the first one. I actually can't remember. But then I read the second. Honestly, this book needs to be read. And if I put it priority TBR, it will most likely be read. Honestly, this book also gives us... Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Anyways, so I really want to get purple or pink because I want to pick some romances because it's finally romance season to me. So yeah, I think I'm going to go Magnus Chase because this book needs to be made priority, else I'm probably going to have to really force myself to read it. Not saying it's bad, it's just I'm not gravitating towards it. So let's pick again. Don't look. Wait, what was it? Orange. Oh, sci-fi. I'm not against sci-fi. Not against the sci-fi. Honestly, Out of the Silent Planet sounds pretty interesting. Just pink. Hallelujah. Got a romance. Let's go. Okay. So normally my romances are here. They're here on the floor right now because I was talking to a friend. I'm like, you don't want to know how many romance books I own but haven't read yet. It's a lot. I've read, so I have, it was 12 on one side, 13 on the other. It's like 25 romance books in total, and wait, was it 13 of them that I haven't read? I actually don't remember. But it was majority of them I have not read. Oh, there's so many options. Like, I'm like looking at the whole stack right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm leaning towards Betting on You by Lynn Painter. Or, honestly, one of these Denise Hunter books that I have. Because I will get into this later on in the video. Why I was like, honestly, I don't really want any crazy long books because I do have 2 long books. And Betting on You is a thick one. This is a thick book. And this one's thinner, so I might do Love Unscripted by Denise Hunter. This is about an author whose book gets picked up for a movie. And it's a fake dating thing between her and the guy who's playing the male love interest, because she's been prided on writing the perfect male love interest in her book. So it's a bit of fake dating, a bit of I don't really like you, but you know. So yes, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna do one more. Because I feel like we got a mystery, we got a Christian, we got 2 fantasies and a romance. Be nice. So I think we can do one more. You know, maybe get a sci-fi, maybe get a dystopian. Actually, I don't know what dystopian I would read. Honestly, maybe The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I actually don't know. Actually, I don't think I've bought any dystopian lately. I need to do that. Again, I'm buying books later on in this video. So, Yellow. That's dystopian. Are you joking? I literally just said I don't have any to read. Because I've read all of mine that are dystopians. But I mean, I guess I could do, because I'm in the middle of rereading The Maze Runner, so I guess I could do Scorch Trials. Because I am in the middle of rereading this series. I'm not mad about that. Honestly, this would be a good reread, because all the other books on this list are new reads. So throwing in a reread would probably be nice. Yeah, I'm cool with that. This is the best. I'm picking my season TBR this way every time because honestly, it's so difficult for me to figure out what books I want as priority, which I am getting one book that needs to be 100% priority. So there we go. All 6 of those books are, hold up. Let's make sure that these are, there's space in here. Okay, let's put the beads back. Okay, I should probably just stay sitting. This is exciting. I'm so excited. And then we'll just slip that back in here, put that back underneath. And I always just have a pen on my bookshelf. Don't ask me why. Yay! Okay, so we have a Rip Through Time, Ruin and Rising, Before the King, The Ship of the Dead, Love Unscripted, and The Scorch Trials. I'm excited. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit, or more likely you'll hear music and me filming myself in a bookstore in a bit. And I cannot wait to do the book haul. I'm so excited. Because there's some good books on this book haul. Because I have quite a few of them already. But, you know, I want to give you guys the best. Alright. See you guys in a bit. Goods acquired. On to the next Barnes & Noble. Alright, now welcome to the book haul portion of this video. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. I'm an evil mastermind. Basically, this is not only a book haul from the clips that you saw previously of me going book shopping today, but it's also a book haul over the past 2 months, so the months of January and February. And I decided to sort all the books by genre, not exactly by when I got them. If I remember to say it when I got the book, I will say it, but I don't. Some of these I don't remember exactly when I got them. So just kind of spanning the months of January to February. So I wanted to start with I'm kind of combining both of these because I only have one in one of these genres and two in the other one. So I just kind of, so this is we're starting off with sci-fi slash dystopians. So we have 3 books in this category, starting off with The Maze Cutter by James Dashner. This is a YA dystopian and the only dystopian I bought. This is a continuation to the Maze Runner series by James Dashner, which is my favorite dystopian. So this is a continuation of that. I do know, I can't remember exactly what it follows. I actually can't remember what it follows, but it's a cool book, cool copy. So I will be adding to my James Dashner collection. Super thrilled about that. And now into the 2 sci-fis. I got Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, which I've been recommended by like 5 different people to read this. My dad read it, one of my close friends read it. And this is also getting turned into a movie. I luckily got the cover that is not the movie cover, because the movie cover just has Ryan Gosling's face on it, and I'd rather have this cover. So this is a adult sci-fi. I've heard that there's like mild swearing in it. I think that's the only thing. So there's that. And then the last sci-fi is Brandon Sanderson's Cytonic. This is the 3rd book in the Skyward series. I bought this used. And basically, if you haven't seen any of my videos, this is like one of my introduction to Brandon Sanderson's writing was this series. I have the first 2, and this is the 3rd one. So next book in the series, basically. And this is a YA sci-fi. All right, so that's the end of the sci-fis. Now we are going to be moving into the mysteries section. I call them mystery section, but they may not 100% fit in that. But you know what we're doing? Mystery slash, I mean, I guess this wouldn't really be a thriller. So let's just say mysteries. And starting off is A Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. This is a YA murder mystery book, basically. And this is a book I've been wanting to read for a while. This was actually given to me by a friend because I convinced her to buy a special edition of the book, so she gave me her old edition of it. And this is a trilogy that I know of. And yeah, that's all. I know it's about a teenage girl who tries to solve a murder that happened at her high school. So yeah, there's that. And then I bought The Grandest Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the next series in the Inheritance games. Like, it's a continuation of the Inheritance games. This is a trilogy. I think only the first 2 books are out. And this is the first one, and I've been really wanting to continue with this world. This is a YA. And then we have the O'Malley Chronicles. I actually got this for my birthday. By D. Henderson. This is 3 books in one, the first 3 books of the series, and it's a mystery romance, but I put in the mystery category because it is more so focused on mystery aspects with a subplot of romance, from what I can tell, about people basically in the U.S. government. So we have a FBI agent, a hostage negotiator, a marshal, that's what it was, a U.S. marshal, and another U.S. marshal. So that's kind of what these are. It's 3 books in one, so that's why this book's so chunky. So that's the end of the mysteries section. Now I think, by the way, the fantasy section's the most, so I'm kind of leaving that for last. I think we're going to go into historical fiction slash classics. I bought 1 classic and I have 2 historical fictions. The classic, which I'm actually currently reading, is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. This is, well, classic. I wouldn't say specifically YA. There's a movie, but I've heard that the movie's nothing like the book. So I probably won't be watching the movie, but yeah, I'm only like on chapter 7. I'm annotating it and really taking my time. What's the word I'm looking for? whatever. I'm taking my time with this book. And then I bought Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell. This is a adult, I would say adult, but it's a historical fiction. It's not YA. And it's basically about the story of Shakespeare when he was writing Hamlet. And I think it's about a son and his wife. So it's kind of like a little short historical fiction. And then we have the Last Cavaliers trilogy by Gilbert Morris. This book I got for free. It's 3 historical fiction romances all wrapped up in one. These take place during the Civil War. So obviously, as you can clearly tell, it's the 3 books following the 3 brothers and their romantic love interests during the Civil War and all the, war things that each of them have to deal with. So next is a genre that I'm super excited for that I'm adding. It is my literary fiction collection is really, it's growing. So we're going to start with, actually we're going to start with this one because I have 2 books by the same author and then this one that I'm holding. So this is Thief of Golden by Alan Levy. This is obviously literary fiction. This is not YA, but I think it's specifically about, a guy who goes into this cafe or coffee shop and sees these framed portraits of people, and he decides to secretly buy them and return them to the person who the picture is of, and to like their rightful owners. And it's so sweet, and I wanted to buy this for a while, but I didn't want to this sells for like $10, and I was like, I don't know if I want to read it that much that I'm gonna spend $10. I found this at like a bins place for $2, so win. And then the 2 books by the same author is Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. This is also literary fiction. This is about 2, I want to say childhood best friends who like they make a video game together. They're like coders, and it's like partial, like it's like partial romance, I guess, but mainly focusing on their journey as video game developers is what I'm pretty sure is what their job is. So that's my first Gabrielle Zevin book, which I have not read anything else by her. And then I also bought The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery by her. This follows a guy who runs a bookstore, I'm pretty sure. And it's basically, oh my goodness, what in the world is on my hand? Okay. And it's, I think it's about him like sharing books with other people. Like he has his worst bout of sales, and then something happens and his bookstore just picks up, and he gets to share his love for reading with other people. So I'm pretty sure what this one's about. And that's so I'm adding 3 literary fictions to that section. I'm so happy about it, because this is a genre that I've been wanting to get into more. And then we're gonna get into the romance section, which we have 3 books in this section. We're gonna start with The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walter. This is not YA, but it is clean. It's basically about a girl named Meredith who has recently lost her sister, and she has to go to this wedding, family vacation to a wedding where basically her family plays this game of assassin, and she gets teamed up with a cute groomsman. So that's basically the plot of this. Super excited about it. She's written quite a few other books. This is a standalone, but yeah, she's written quite a few other books that I've also thought about looking into. So there's that. And then this book called P.S. I Like You by Cassie West. I picked this up on a whim because it looked cute. And this is basically about a girl named Lily who just like writes on her desk like her favorite song lyrics, and then someone she discovers like finishes it, and then like they start writing back and forth to each other, and she has no idea who it is, but like she starts falling for whoever this person is, and she has literally no idea. It's like a rom-com. This is, I don't think it's YA, but it is clean. I want to say it's YA because it does say Scholastics Inc. on the back of it, so it probably is YA. But yeah, this is just a cute little romance. She's also known for Better Than Revenge, which I've never read, but this one seemed really cute, so I picked it up. And then we have this is embarrassing to me because I haven't read anything by this author, but I already own 2 and now 3 of her books, and it's The Second Story Bookshop by Denise Hunter. Yes, Denise Hunter, who, as you saw earlier in this video, I just put Love Unscripted on my season TBR, and then out of all my other romance books, which I have them sitting right here, I have this book by her as well. So I have now 3 Denise Hunter books. Basically, all of her books sound super interesting, but I've never picked one up, and hopefully I will be picking these up. This one follows Shelby as she's been working in her grandmother's small town bookshop, and her grandmother passes away, and basically there's like, she inherits the bookstore, but her grandma leaves the other half of the ownership of the bookstore to the guy who broke her heart. So it's basically like a second chance romance. I'm gonna say that, I mean, this is adult, but I don't think it's anything inappropriate. I would say it's pretty clean. Again, I haven't read by her, but I'm pretty sure from my research that it's pretty appropriate. So yeah, those are all my romances. Now into fantasy, which is the biggest stack. I did get sprayed edges on one of these, so I'm super excited about that. So starting off, the book that I've been wanting since forever, since I finished the original trilogy, is The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This is a YA fantasy, and it's the first book in the duology that follows the Cruel Prince series, which is right here. I've been wanting this for a while, and I bought the first book. I will obviously pick up the sequel eventually, but I just wanted to get my hands on the first one. So, and then I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive version of Fearful by Lauren Roberts. This is the 4th and final book in the Powerless trilogy. It's the novella. I do have the other novella, but I bought it back when it was white and tiny. So both of my novellas do not match the original books. I'm actually not mad about it. I think that weirdly works. So, I mean, it weirdly just kind of adds more characters. So I got that. And then I also got the second book in the Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies called Emily Wilde's Map of the Other Lands by Heather Fawcett. I read this first book a really long time ago, and I actually ended up buying this book at the same place I bought the first one. And I really liked her writing. It was very interesting, very unique, and I can't wait to see where this story goes. And then I also bought the paperback version of this book, which has the dumb, like, half cover. I really don't like that, but it's A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed. And this, honestly, I remember looking this up, what it was about, but I actually don't remember exactly. This is YA. Oh, by the way, this is adult. This is YA. Just probably should establish that. This is YA, and I'm super excited to read this. I'm going to be buddy reading it with a friend of mine, and I'm so thrilled. I think this is like a fantasy romance. I don't know if it's like a focus on the romance, but there is a romance in it. And this is a trilogy. And I got the first one. So next is my chonkers of books. I got the Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. This was recommended to me by Kristen and Maddie, who I've started following, and I love their book recs. They're huge into fantasy, and I love them. This is an adult epic fantasy. Obviously, it's a thick one. And it was between this and one, I don't know, I know this is a series, but I think it's 4 books, maybe, it's 3 to 4 books, I think, and, I'm trying to remember what this one was about. I think it was about, 3 people. It follows 3 characters, a huntress, a noblewoman, and a thrall, and it basically follows their stories in this world where the gods' bones are like but their bones are like in the ground, and like you can use them and make like as weapons, I think is what the main plot of this is. I don't 100% remember, but yeah, there's that. And then this should be a really quick talk. I got Murtaugh by Christopher Plony at Walmart. Sadly, it's exclusive because it has these really cool dragon sprayed edges, and I have the rest of the series down here. You can't really see it, but I really wanted Murtaugh, which is the final book in the inheritance cycle. This follows the POV of a different character, and yeah, so I have all of it now. I've completed the series. So yeah, sorry that this video's so stinking long, but I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!